The best feature on 4K discs got removed and no one noticed. But don't forget, if you're using the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get those home cinema products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi movie fans, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing a feature that was removed from 4K disc quite a few years ago, and this was a fantastic feature that would stop you double dipping. Now, if you're not sure what double dipping is, it is buying the same movie twice. Now, not long before 4K was released, there was the 3D version. So what that meant was you bought the 4K disc, you got the 4K movie, you got the Blu-ray version, and then you got a digital code. The biggest thing with the digital code, and that still is a problem today, is you do not physically own that, but you don't own that movie. Having the physical movie is 10 times better because you can play it, lend it to friends, borrow movies off friends. Don't no longer rely on streaming services because you can watch whatever movie you own whenever you like. But the biggest feature that was, and I meant by double dipping, was having to buy the 4K version and then buy the 3D version. So there was two versions of the movies. They were released in 4K and 3D. One I double dipped on was Tarzan. The next I had to double dip on was Star Trek Beyond. So we've got the 3D version and the 4K version. Digital downloads, I don't bother with them. And then the third one, and I'm not going to run through them all, is The Lion King. So we've got the 4K version of The Lion King. I already owned the 3D version, and I already owned a normal version of The Lion King before the 3D version was released. But the digital codes you used to get, you could download them via Flickster. I had the Flickster app, and I did start download the movies to Flickster, and I lost around 40 movies. So I gave up on digital codes. To me, there was no point of them because you'd put them on an app, that app would get deleted. You did have the option to move them to iTunes. I missed out on that, but I did lose digital codes that I never really watched anyway. Now back to the feature that was removed, and that was you got 4K versions with the 3D version included. So I've only got a couple of these. I will put a list on screen of the ones that are still available if you can get hold of them, but they are well worth getting it, and I think they should bring this back to 4K. A lot of us have got 3D projectors, 3D TVs, but they still make 3D projectors, and there are still 3D movies like Avatar, Way of the Water, that's released on 3D, but the 3D version wasn't included on the 4K disc, so you had to double dip again. Now this is beneficial to the movie companies. If people are double dipping for 3D movies, they know you're going to do it, but it would be nice if you, instead of giving us a digital code, you did get a 3D version of that movie. Like we've got the remake of the Ghostbusters movie, which wasn't the best movie in the world in my opinion. The next movie I've got is Angry Birds. That did include a 3D version as well. And then finally, one of my favourite movies in 3D is Passengers. This included the 4K disc and a 3D disc as well, so you didn't have to double dip on those movies. Now because physical media is biting back and there's a lot of people buying 4K discs, we're still getting 3D movies released at the cinema. It would be a great feature if they brought that back to the 4K disc. So on screen now you can see we've got around 25 movies, and there was some movies released in Japan. I know Wreck-It Ralph Break the Internet wasn't released elsewhere, but there was a 4K version with a 3D disc included on the Japanese version. Now if you think this feature should be brought back, comment down below. If you have got some of those titles that were released with 4K and 3D versions, comment down below. And if you still buy 3D movies and double dip, let me know in the comments. So thanks for watching, keep supporting physical media, and I'll catch you in the next one.